Alright, camera's recording.
Woo!
Hello again.
Hello! So, today is what, Friday? Yes.
Yes, I think so.
Yes, today is Friday, and we are recapping for yesterday, which was Thursday. It was a very cool day. They had, what, 3 elimination games, so we saw 3 teams get kicked out. What was the first one again? VG kicked somebody out.
VG versus,
You just walk across the room.
fucking ninja running it. Ducks the first time, just runs through the second.
Screaming.
I'll look it up quick. But yeah, we had three elimination games. The second one was Secret, which we were hoping for Secret to win, but they got knocked out by VP. But those were
Which is actually fairly surprising.
yeah, it really
upset.
was.
I mean, VP's good, but definitely would not be classically considered secret good, so that's very interesting.
Oh, the first game was VG versus MVP Phoenix. So they knocked out the last Korean hope, sadly, but they were still pretty good games. I mean, MVP did a great job. They made their mark on the Dota 2 map for Korea, which is kind of cool because Korea's been the powerhouse forever for other esports like StarCraft. So them getting more and more prestige in Dota is pretty cool to see, actually. So
yeah, and they're saying that it's really hard to actually like train in Korea because like you either have to deal with a crap load of lag trying to connect to a different region, or you just have to deal with people that are not as good as the rest of the world. So it's really hard to actually get better at the game. So it's cool that they're actually able to come here on a global stage and perform as well as they did. So.
Yeah, people didn't think. I mean, they had 2 teams in the tournament, and they didn't think they were going to perform very well. That team got to the top 8, which is really impressive considering the teams that didn't make it that far even. So they did really well. Then Secret versus VP, and VP took them out, and that was. I mean, those were the most exciting games I've seen the entire tournament. I mean, they had just a ridiculous amount of awesome fights. It was so close, and Secret kept barely holding on. You think maybe they're going to try and pull it out, but it just eventually VP overpowered them, and it was very, very cool. So that was sad that Secret got kicked out, but hey, you know, VP was better, so they move on.
Yeah.
And the last game then was eHome versus VG again, and VG knocked out eHome, and that was also very, very cool. It was very back and forth for a while. I mean, those are both 2 big Chinese teams, and have VG knock them out was pretty interesting, so that was cool. All those games were really exciting.
Yeah, VG still has not dropped a single game, not series, game, so far on the main stage.
Yep.
So
yeah, since we got here, they have never lost a single game yet. They and CDEC are the 2 big teams, CDEC, sorry,
there you go,
that have yet to lose a single game. Other teams have won all their matches, like EG, but they've lost games while doing it, so that's really cool. And then, of course, the big crazy thing that happened yesterday was the All-Star game.
yeah.
So the way the All-Star game works is the people that buy tickets all vote on 10 players that make up the All-Star teams, the players we want to see the most. And they just form teams, and it's this silly, like, you know, goofy, team versus team thing. I'm gonna grab my shirt quick here that I can show off. So and they have like shirts for you to. Where did my fucking shirt go? I don't know. Fuck it.
The audience, I'm sure, remembers it from the first vlog, right?
Yeah.
Right, guys?
Oh that's true.
There we found it.
Yeah. So they
touching
just
dark
give
sweat. You're touching dark sweat.
toss it here. So when you pre-order, like Ben and I did, you get this as a free prize. So I had the Team Chuan shirt, which is one of the players. He was the captain of this team, and Ben had the Team No Tail, which was the green one and all that. And that was, I think, posted in one of our earlier vlogs for the loot. And it's a silly, fun game. So anyway, last year, they always do something special for it. Last year, they brought out a new hero, Techies, to try for that game, so we got to see it, which was really cool and really exciting. So we were all wondering what was going to happen. Now, while we were sitting in the stands, Liz was just hanging out with the casters like a fucking boss. And on her badge, she got fucking signed by Waga and Winter, which Waga still loves me, so screw you, Liz. But
I got a selfie with them.
Go fuck yourself. So she let us know that according to Waga, something special was going to happen, which we all figured was going to happen. So they introduced the teams, and they're trash talking each other, and then the caster lady's like, okay guys, I mean, Dota's fun and all. I mean, 5v5 is very exciting, yeah, but wouldn't you think real professionals could handle something more, like, I don't know, 10 versus 10? And we're like, what? And so she's like, okay, we're going to have a 10v10 match, and this is a new game mode that's going to be released in the game next week, where you can have 10 players versus 10 players. So we're like, alright, well that's interesting. And then of course she asked the question we're all wondering, where are you going to get the 10 other players? And, leading up to this, once again, we were able to vote on the players that played on both sides, and we were all kind of surprised by the idea that one of the players, Dendy, which is frankly the most popular player in the game, wasn't actually in either of the rosters. Granted, he's on the team Na'Vi, which I'm wearing a shirt for today, and their team was knocked out in the first round. They haven't been doing very well, but still, he's a really popular player, so we were surprised he wasn't in there, but whatever. But they still had some really great players, some amazing players on both sides, so that was really cool. But they still had 10 players left to fill the slots with. So she then announces the way we're going to fill those 10 spots is from the audience. And so we just freak the fuck out. So they call off several sections of the stadium they've pre-selected, and then we all stand up in that section and we start trying to get their attention, and the captain gets to pick from the section and bring the guy down, and you get to sit and play with the professionals in a 10v10 match, literally like feet away from them, which was insane, an awesome idea. Sadly, our section didn't get selected. The section right above us and the selection right to our left got selected, but not ours.
Yep.
Our plan, of
They
course...
tried to bracket us in, but they ran out of players.
Right? our idea was to wave Esther around up in the air until she got chosen, because who could not pick this pretty little face?
That's
But-
harassment.
And I'm good.
and she's an awesome player. But sadly, they didn't choose us. But anyway, it was an amazing, hilarious thing. And as they're choosing players back and forth, finally they get to the last pick. And there's this guy in this crazy Pudge costume, which is the big fat guy with the hook. He's got a mask on, a big fat suit, and while he's dancing around. And so they choose him and bring him down. And it's just really silly. And they're going through interviewing the players and saying, how do you feel about your partner here, you know, and the guy, the audience member is like, I'm just so excited to be here, you know, and the professional's like, we're gonna do great, don't you worry, buddy, you know, and he's just like, he just touched me. Well, they get to the last person, which is the guy in the Pudge costume, still in his costume, and next to him is Puppy. Puppy is the guy that used to be on Team Na'Vi, that played with those guys.
Yeah, he used to be the team captain.
He used to be team captain, and so they asked Puppy how he felt about playing with his Pudge partner, and of course, to give you some frame of reference, back in the day, when Dendy was on the team and all that, they had a strategy that involved Pudge. Dendy's known as the Pudge player of the game. He is one of the guys that perfected that hero back in the day when he was popular, and he and Puppy together did some amazing stuff with those heroes. So, Puppy jokingly said, well, I feel very comfortable because I'm playing with Dendy, because of course Pudge is known as the Dendy guy. So we're all laughing at that, you know, that joke Puppy made, and the caster lady was like, well, yeah, but you're not really playing with Dendy. And of course Puppy looks over and he goes, aren't I? And she's like, wait a minute, and pulls the mask off, and there's fucking Dendy. So, of course he got voted into the All-Stars. This was Valve's way of fucking with us all. And Dendy takes the mask off, and he's got his cute floppy hair, and he's just like, ah! Sweat just pouring off his face, you know, and Opie Dendy, you know, and the crowd just shits themselves, you know, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, really weird in there after that point.
It was very, very dirty.
Maybe not the whole crowd, but at least Justin.
No, I feel bad for everyone around me.
Shouting out for everyone.
Times. But it was just amazing. So yeah, then they had this amazing 10v10 battle. It was just stupid. I mean, it was always just silly. It doesn't count for anything. Yeah. But it's 10 people versus 10 people in one area just killing each other and trash talking, you know, because it isn't serious. You'll have, you know, Fear and Arteezy, who are kind of the father and son of Dota. One will kill the other and make fun of him and vice versa. And you'll have a hero that can toss another hero. So you'll have Tiny throwing his allies into danger and getting them killed and then yelling at them because they died. And it was just hilarious and silly. And they weren't even caring about the game. They just wanted to kill each other for the first 20 minutes. And within the first 20 minutes, they had like, what, 150 kills or whatever. It was just stupid.
We're trying to break the kill counter.
Oh my gosh. And then finally, the Team Chuan, my team, pushed all the way into the base. We're killing the Ancient, but because they're busy fucking around. They end up
Fountain dive.
fountain diving and doing all these stupid things. They get the ancient down to like 100 health, and then there's a hero in the game, Omni Knight. When he gets a special item, he can make his whole team and all the buildings completely invulnerable. So he hits that ability as it's down to 100 health. They finish off my team and push into our base and kill our ancient. So it was just this crazy back and forth silly game. It was just so much fun. And
So what you're saying here is that Ben won, really.
Yeah.
no.
Team No Tail.
I'm a better picker of a shirt.
I say that it was rigged, and that's a bunch of bullshit.
We got Omni Knight, we win. That's like 75% win rate. in
Right?
posts, something like that.
No kidding.
It's ridiculous.
I call bullshit. Even though my team was more stacked because I had Dendy, I call bullshit. So that was so much fun. So today,
I always had out, even if you won, I'd just be like, well, you got one more professional player. I mean,
yeah,
Of
exactly.
course you're gonna win.
Yeah,
Come on.
exactly. No matter what, you were given a free pass. Either you win against Dendy, or you can say we had Dendy, so you're fine.
See? There you go.
That's a bunch of BS. Yeah, that's what stacked.
Excuses. That's how professionals work.
That's true. So today we have some amazing games. We have 2 more elimination games, and the last winner bracket game. The winner of that goes into the finals. So we have Team EG, which is the American team, USA.
USA.
There's gonna be a lot of that in this stadium.
There's going to be a lot of that. And we have that Cinderella story of CDEC. The Chinese team has yet to lose a game that came all the way from the lowers bracket, from like the wild card slot,
cards, yeah.
all the way through. And honestly, both these teams are amazing. I want, of course, EG to win, but both these teams are phenomenal, and both of them have such a cool story. So
Also, if CDEC wins, it's gonna fuck up everybody's. I mean, Secret losing has already fucked up everybody's bracket. If CDEC wins, they're like your compendium bracket's just shot.
yeah. Everyone, professionals, analysts, everyone had Secret and EG in the finals, maybe LGD in there. No one had Secret being eliminated by this point. No one thought CDEC would be going this far. Everything has been screwed up. It's just so cool to watch that happen.
Glad I'm not betting on this.
Right? I am so glad I'm not betting on this. So today is going to be so much fun. Then tomorrow, of course, is the semifinals and then the finals. So we'll do another recap, of course, I'm sure tomorrow, and then the final recap on how everything went. But it's 2 more days of really, really awesome Dota. So, yeah. Anyone else got anything to say, I guess?
I think we're good.
All right.
Go watch Dota.
Yesterday was the first time I ever saw a 40 stack Pudge
Yeah.
lose a game.
Lose a game. Yeah.
Oh my
Just
god.
too much damage. Too
much
much damage. Dota is a dangerous game.
It is.
Even if you're super tanky,
Yeah. Well, with 10 players
you
against you.
still die.
All right. Well, thank you guys for those that watch. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah. Woo, Dota!
Woo!
Woo! Nah!